welcome to Red Power Relics. This is my 1962 International 660 LP. I purchased this tractor a little over a month ago. It came out of Texas. It had been sitting, I think, 5 to 6 years. It was actually parked under a carport, and we put a hot battery on it, had to file the points, clean them up, and it busted right off, started right up. As you can see, the tires have seen better days. The back rims, they're rusted out, rusted up pretty good. It's got calcium in it. This one here, it's leaking some fluid there now. It's got the big cast weights on the back. Fenders are in really nice shape. This one does have some surface rust coming through. It's missing the light. Spot right there. Probably dirt and stuff got built up in these supports over the years and rusted through. This tractor's showing 1,233 hours on the working tach. Looks of the drawbar, I'd say it probably got more than that on it. Somebody's done some welding on it. Rest of the drawbar's in good shape, but I think it's done quite a bit of pulling. This tractor is a TA and PTO delete from the factory. Got a foot clutch. Some of them had a hand clutch. Don't see too many of them hand clutches. And some of them had the TA was a foot TA. I think I've only seen one with that Red Power Roundup a couple years ago. And I believe it was a diesel, if I remember right. I'd like to put a PTO in this tractor. I don't know how hard it'd be. Anybody that's done it, leave a comment on how hard it was to do, or I don't know if a PTO out of a 560 would fit in there or not. I'm thinking it might. Got some oil leaking over here, seal or something, probably. But both rims are made up pretty bad. You can see this one here's pretty bad shape. I'm gonna have to find a set of back rims for it. I have located another 660. It's a diesel parts tractor. I'm gonna go look at, see if it's got some good rims on it, and possibly maybe a PTO that I can use on this tractor. Somebody has changed the LP system out on it. It should have had an Ensign system on it. Somebody's changed it to an EMCO. Ensign is hard to get parts for anymore. I do know one guy that can make kits for them, but the EMCO stuff is easier to get parts for. So regulator probably started leaking on it or something at one point in time, and so they couldn't get parts for it, so they changed it over to an EMCO system, which it runs good on that. Just it's not what would have been on it coming out of the factory originally. I don't know what this heat shield here is. I actually just noticed that. somebody put that in there or what, but that looks like a heat shield to shield the heat from the manifold there or something. Got a IH muffler on it. It's seen better days. I believe these might have had a bigger style muffler on them. I don't think that would have been the original style muffler this tractor would have had. It does have all the emblems on both sides. Missing headlight. I have to find a headlight for it. Front tires are pretty good, other than they got some cracking, and this one here, it'll go down after a couple days. It'll go flat, and one of them back ones will too. But we had to change, I believe it was this spark plug wire here was jumping, causing it to miss. Still got a slight miss in it, probably still needs a tune up. May need some new plugs and wires and whatnot. Gonna need some new hoses here for the power steering. I think this cylinder here is leaking too. I'm gonna have to take it off and get it resealed. It's dripping oil there now. Front end seems pretty tight on it. Don't have a bunch of slack in it. No welds that I have found. I don't think it's been. Front tire rubs right here. That's something that's going to have to be addressed, and some adjustments or something maybe. The tire will rub that. Finding one that's not got a bunch of welds on the front end is I believe IH built, I think it was around 316 660s on propane. Hard tractor to find in my area in southwest Oklahoma. Like I said, this one come out of Texas, and I've been looking for one for a while, and a friend of mine found this one for me, and it serial number, can't read the serial number tag very well. It's these brackets here and its toolbox, but it's 6608. I believe it's a late 62 propane tank. It's 1962 also, so if I read the serial numbers correctly on tractor data. I don't know how accurate they are, but usually I use them to look up serial numbers sometimes. But it does have some, these two valves here do leak. Farmer at one time, I guess they put these on, just capped them off. I'm gonna fix that. I do have both of these valves as filler valve, and we'll have to pull the tank down and pull the pressure off of it and fix that. But had almost a full tank of propane when we found it, so I'll try to put the picture where it's sitting on the carport. Try to post it in there. This tire over here, it goes flat. It's flat when we found it, and that tire's not going to last much longer. It's seen better days. One set of hydraulics, one valve. Somebody put a different seat on it. A lot of times the cushions will rot on the original seat, and they're not cheap. I know on the 56 series, you know, seat cushions and new seats are pretty expensive. So a lot of guys, you know, it's on a budget. They'll just find a different seat on there. It's actually pretty comfortable, but I'd like to find a original style seat put back on it. And I like to keep them original as possible. Sometimes you find them farmers, they've always say do what they got to do with, and tachometer does work. There's ours. Shows good oil pressure when running. I don't think it's charging. That vacuum gauge for your LP system. But a lot of these tractors set, being propane, they stick real easy. They, you know, burn so clean, and if they set very long, they'll dry stick. And luckily, this one, it was still loose, so. Right here, something bolted on there. A lot of them's missing this heat shield. Sometimes you don't, they take them off when they put a new muffler on it, and just throw them in the junk pile. And sometimes these are missing. They'll take these off and fix a leaking valve or something. And I believe that one right there may be seeping a little bit. It's, yeah, that one's leaking that liquid valve. I'll have to take that out and re-dope it. Yeah, them rims, they a lot of times you can patch them, but I don't think these are. You can see what the calcium's done to them. I don't know what these wheel weights weigh, but I know this tractor was heavy. It's gonna need some work done to the brakes. Brakes are pretty weak on it. I found that out when I was backing it off the trailer. It don't have enough brakes left to hold it, so it'll kind of went for a little ride. Air stack cleaner here's got a pretty good dent there in it. Somebody hit something, backed into something maybe. I guess this tractor might have had a radio on it one time. It's where the antenna was. I don't know if that hole would have been there out of the factory or it might have drilled out there. Not sure. Dust shields are all there. They're kind of bent up, be taken off and straightened. And the one on the other side, I believe, is worse shape than that. Yeah. Not sure what happened there, but pretty easy fix. I believe IH built some of these on gas. Matter of fact, I know they did because I did see one at Red Power Roundup in Spencer, Iowa. before. Went up there. There was a 660 gas. That's the only one I've seen. Figure most of these tractors, you know, were diesel. Diesel was starting to be a big thing in the 60s, and they were trying to phase out propane and gas. And toolbox still got some here. Plow bolts. Whole box of them. Propane parts. It's always interesting when you find one of these old tractors and toolbox still on it, and see what all's in there. Probably stopped working. I really think it's got more hours than that on it. But it could be original. Who knows? probably use a tune-up, new plugs, wires, maybe a new cap, maybe even some points. Still got a little slight miss in it. All these propane tractors all run real smooth. Usually with propane you don't have to, usually don't do too much engine work. Plugs, they usually don't foul out. You know, like a gas motor will, they'll foul plug sometimes. Get everything tuned in right. Other than that, it runs pretty good. I don't know if I'd want to do much work with it. These tires, rims, shape they are. This one here, it's still leaking. Anyway, we're going to end this here, and thank y'all for watching. And there'll be more videos of this tractor later on. I'll get some parts gathered up, rims, and get all that fixed. Put the disc or something to this thing and work it some. Anyway, like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.